everyone, what's up? We're going to get started with our 8-week training with the 8 essential steps to financial success. So these steps were actually created by my mentor, Don Bewley, and it was actually one of the most requested articles that ran in American Salon Magazine. It's a proven way to help build your clientele and how to deal with the guests as they're coming into the salon. Another important reason that we all train on this together is when we experience when a stylist has to go out of the shop for whatever reason that may be, whether you're on vacation, on maternity leave, or you have to have a surgery, that this method of us all training together and handling our clients the exact same way, that if you ever have to be out for whatever reason, your guest is going to be handled in the same manner as they were if you were there. So this helps get unity amongst the salon. Also, too, this is a proven way to build your clientele. So this really helps to build your business as well. So let's get started. The first step is the warm and friendly greeting. So this is going to be our first contact with the client, whether that be through the phone or if they're walking into the salon. So when you're answering the phone, you always want to answer the phone smiling. Hi, thank you for calling Rock, Paper, Scissors Salon. My name is Jen. How may I assist you today? Always let them know your name, where they called, and help lead the conversation. What can I do for you? A lot of times too, we know when answering the phone, sometimes they don't know why they're calling and that's okay. Or if they're in a rush, they're calling because they're running behind or whatnot. Having that friendly, cheery voice on the phone sometimes really helps calm people down. And I like that we're able to do that for people. Also, too, walking into the salon. Walking into the salon can be so intimidating for people, especially too, we're in a huge new space. We're not as confined as we used to be in the smaller space. So walking into a large space can be very intimidating to people. So being that first initial contact with the person as they're walking into the door. With that being said, a guest should be greeted within the first 5 seconds of walking through that door. We have enough staff now that I feel that no one should go unnoticed. When they come in, I understand that we get busy, and if someone should walk away from the desk, let someone know, hey, no, there's no one at the desk right now. I'm walking away for a second. John and I are usually there in the first and second chair there for a reason, because we can tend the door as we are with another guest. Also, too, we should really not be using our cell phones at the front desk because they can go anywhere in the United States right now and see someone staring at a phone when they walk into any place. I would prefer our guests to be greeted with a face and not with the top of someone's head. Also, too, walking in and how high our desk is, even if you are looking down, sometimes it looks like no one's even at the desk. So also too, knowing their name. We started doing the checkout system, which I feel is really helping to know whose guest is in the salon, what their name is, and what chair they're going to be headed towards as well. So we can start to lead them to where they're going to end up for their service. To showing them around. If you have a couple minutes, if they're new, I would like to start kind of like giving them a tour. This is where Jen and Hope really come into play. If we're all busy behind the chair, give them a little guided tour. Show them where the salon is. Show them the fact that we have nail stations now. Show them our shampoo bowls. A lot of times, sometimes John's guests don't even make it all the way back to the salon to really see what we have to offer. And we get a lot of referrals from even our men's cuts as well. They're sending their wives and daughters and stuff into us. So it's nice to show them what we have to offer. Also to the bathroom. The bathroom is a huge one because it is kind of tucked away. Builder Brian and I did that for a reason. So that way we don't get anyone coming in from off the street trying to use our restroom. But our guests should really know where our restroom is. Also to offering that drink. Sometimes they're going to be waiting there a couple minutes, letting them know if someone's running behind. Hey, Jen's running 10 minutes behind. It's going to be a little bit of wait. Do you mind if I get you something to drink? Also, to offer them if we're running that far behind, to let them know ahead of time. The more they know, the better, and it kind of gives them that, it's almost, instead of making them wait and keeping them in the dark, to let them know up front. Also, too, with that being said, we, as our guests are coming in and out, if you're out back, you have to let us know that you're going out back. You should be inside at least 5 minutes before your client comes in, because our shop is too big now to be chasing people down. So if you're going to make your client wait while you take a break, I understand that we are really busy. So if you're going out on a break and you're going to be in right up against the butt time of them coming in, you need to let us know. Or if you're running out to get something, you need to let us know, because I have no issue with greeting and taking care of your guest for that couple minutes that you may need to use the restroom, or you need, to finish eating and things like that. But it's all a communications thing. Also, too, being on time is so important. We open our doors at 10 o'clock. We get guests that roll in anywhere from, we've had guests as early as 9:30, 9:45, and honestly, our whole team should be greeting that first 10 a.m. guest. I do understand that sometimes when they get there a half hour early, it's hard on you guys to get there that early, but I do everyone expect to be there 15 minutes before their shift. No one should be scrambling in. I do understand too, stuff happens. If you're running late, you need to communicate that with us as well, because that makes it easier, because I'm then stuck there wondering where the heck you're at, and that I'm the one here greeting your client, and I don't know when you're going to be here. So communication is key, and we don't mind having to do that if there is an issue, but 9 times out of 10, you should honestly be the one that's greeting your client when you're first thing in the morning. A warm and friendly greeting, it's kind of simple, stupid. I know that we kind of get into a routine with people, especially when we have people that are coming in that we see every 2 weeks, every week in John's case, that we're seeing the familiar faces. But at the same time, too, I feel like those clients are just as excited to see us as we are excited to see them. And honestly, they're our cheerleaders. So people that we're seeing all the time, they love us. They wouldn't come to us every week if they didn't like coming there. So even knowing other guests, if you have a moment, instead of sitting on your phone on your downtime or going out back, strike up a conversation with somebody. Especially if you've never talked to them before. Our clients, they love to talk. We're kind of in a generation where we are all stuck on our phone. And the barbershop and the salons, back in the day, that's where people came to shoot the shit. And I love to shoot the shit with people because it keeps me informed on what's going on. Too, if there's new guests, if we have new guests in the salon, that opens so much opportunity to those of you that are trying to build your book. So say, if we have new people, we try to put it in your book that you have a new person. So strike up those conversations with them, in the first initial greeting, like, hey, we're so happy that you're here. When they fill out their forms and stuff, if they're a referral, acknowledging that. And, utilizing those new client forms are so key, because that gives you a little bit of information before you even get started. So by looking that over before you even take them back, you'll know if they're a referral from somebody. Also on there's information on if they're married, when their birthday is, just little details that you can kind of know a little bit of information before they even sit in your chair. But it's up to you to really hone in on this warm and friendly greeting thing, make everyone feel welcome right from the bat. And this week is going to be awesome, and I don't think anyone's going to go unnoticed this week. Thanks, guys.